Hey there, and welcome to the wonderful world of powder actuated tools. Um, I wasn't planning on doing this yet, but since I covered the Ramset 238, this just seemed like a logical step. I wish I had more room available for this at the moment, but this will do. One of the things in collecting items, a term that I heard was a completist, and that is a person that wants the complete line of something. For example, all of the original Hot Wheels, Beanie Babies, things like that. Another way to put it is a fool on his money. So I guess you would try. I guess you could call me a completist because I do want representatives of certain time periods and stuff. Uh, but you can't get them all because there's so many minor changes and things. Anyway, in the Ramset tool, the ND122, there's been changes over the years, and I'm pretty much guessing by the decals and some of the other things, catalogs and manuals, what they show me, as to when these tools were made. We'll start here. The oldest tool here, and the one in the worst condition, is this tool. This is an original 122. I believe this is the first version of it. The big difference here, besides the green decal, there's only one screw in the back, and the bearing here is a little bump, a rivet or something, that is the locking mechanism. And it is definitely going to need some more attention. It's pretty beat up. I did clean it up a little bit, but it still needs more attention. And the bottom area was, the front housing was manufactured differently on this tool. All of these three tools are basically the same. The only difference really is that the front housings are labeled different decals, no decal. This one shows the Underwriter's Laboratory emblem. They do have two screws in the back of them. That one's a little loose, I guess. That one will need more attention later. Although, according to this tag, and this is one of the tools I got recently, it has been cleaned and tested. So it should be in good shape. Decal on this one is just a little bit different than those two, and I believe, well, I'm sure that this decal, this red foil decal, was before this one. This one has a metal front housing. Screw here is also a little different. And from the manuals and catalogs that I have, it was made in the late 60s, early 70s, and the reason being is that these rubber pieces, I got a couple of housings, although I put them up away and I could find this. They had a tendency to tear and stuff, so that was a way to get around it. In fact, the Australian tool, their version of the 122 has this aluminum housing on. I believe it's aluminum instead of the rubber one, and so I'm not sure when that change was made. Also has a plastic handle, but every tool I've ever seen from Australia had that. Haven't seen a lot. Eventually, though, they got rid of the little guard keeper here. It's a safety device. They eventually figured out either it was too costly or we just don't need it because nobody uses it. So we ended up with this tool, and this would have been mid to late 70s. And then finally, the last step, which this happened, with all high velocity tools, you get a guard that is no longer rotatable. You just get a one-piece solid guard that covers a 4-inch area. They just got rid of these rotating guards, which you, one of these has to be loose enough to move. They got rid of these rotating guards for safety reasons. Before that, the dork butt guards had disappeared. So there it is. My collection of Ramset 122. I do have those variants of it. Maybe I'll do a video with all the variants and stuff too. And I might possibly do a video on cleaning one or maybe more of these tools in the future. So that's it. Now they're out of order. Thanks for watching, and enjoy yourself.